Crafty with Friends Podcast.
Welcome to Crashing with Friends. My name is Kyle Hobbs, your host. This week I'm joined by Jackson Brayman.
What's up?
Bo Kane.
Heyo.
Connor Hobbs.
Heyo.
And as always, David Lindsay.
Tough as a bone into you.
So David, what is up with it? How was your week?
It was good. I'm halfway through Spider-Man,
Cool.
and I love that game. It's great.
You like the story that's going on with it?
Yeah, the story's really, really good. And I know I talked about last week how I was like, didn't necessarily like all the collectathon stuff. Mm-hmm. But I think that's probably almost like half the enjoyment of the entire game is just flying around, grabbing all that stuff. You know, anytime there's like a cop chase, I'm on it because those cop chase scenes are sick. Mm-hmm. And the little like research labs and stuff that like Harry set up all over town are pretty fun to do. I have to say that I think this Mary Jane is my favorite Mary Jane I've ever experienced, like in like a Spider-Man anything. So isn't it Laura Bailey that does? No, not Laura.
It's one of them. It's one of the main ones.
Yeah, she's great, dude.
She's like a reporter, right?
Yeah, and she gets caught up at the Fisk estate sale and gets wound up with all the the guys. But the relationship between Peter and her is super, super interesting. How they're like kind of on and off. They don't really know what they're doing. But yeah, it's great, dude. Having a lot of fun.
Go on.
I was gonna say, I hope I have it finished by next week so I can kind of give my final thoughts. But yeah, I'm also halfway through season 2 of Stranger Things again.
Oh, nice. Did you watch the 8-minute trailer preview thing they released?
I don't know. I just watched the recent trailer like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
They put out one like a day or two ago. That's like 8 minutes of the first episode of the new season.
Oh man.
Probably.
I'm probably not gonna watch it.
I didn't watch it. I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
The second season, man, is so much better than I remember every time. But I also haven't gotten to the freaky Millie Bobby Brown stuff. So
just skip the episode.
Skip the episode.
Yeah,
dude.
that's what I'm gonna do. I like at the very beginning, it starts out with those weirdo like punk people in Philadelphia, and I'm just like, I don't like any of these people, dude. Like, why did I have to spend a whole episode with these people?
No.
But
Weirdo punk. Just because they're different than you.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
They're hoodlums, Bo.
Yeah.
Hoodlums.
Yeah, they're all wearing casualty t-shirts, Bo. You wouldn't like it.
Strange Halloween masks.
Mohawks that go up at least 7 inches.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
It was probably like a foot and a half. Also, Connor finished Brizinger like yesterday. Not Connor finished it. I finished it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's a great book, dude.
Does it get you pumped for the next one?
Yes. It saves all the good shit to like the last 100 pages. I mean, the book's good itself, but like all the really good stuff is like in the last 100 pages.
And that's the one where he goes through the transformation, right?
No, that's Eldest. Brizinger is where...
oh, wait, he gets the sword.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that part was cool. But like, I mean, spoilers for the series. Have you read it?
I've read the first 2.5 books.
Are you ever going to finish it?
Yeah, I plan on it, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then.
I
Yeah.
would just get to a wall with those books.
I did the same thing.
Where I'm like, oh my god, I've read so much of this, dude.
Just started with the third book. You know what happens in the first two, you know?
And honestly, like from the point where him and Roran go to Hellgrind or whatever.
Yeah.
From that point up until the point where he gets back into like the Ellesmere or whatever is just like, it just drags on. Like the whole dwarf election thing stuff. That stuff's just like, I was just like, man, I'm just going to chunk through it. But once he gets to Ellesmere after the dwarf election, then it starts getting super, super good.
Right.
So, but apparently it's supposed to just kind of jump right into the third or the fourth book. So I'm going to buy the fourth book when I get paid.
The fourth book hits hard, dude.
Yeah.
A lot of really cool stuff in the fourth book.
Man, the end of the third book, dude, was just gut wrenching, but it's really good. If that doesn't make you want to read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. That's what I did this week.
Connor, what about you, man? How's your week been?
It was okay. Work was alright, and then played Destiny, watched all the X-Men movies, which I gotta say, talk shit on X-Men Apocalypse, but I do like it quite a bit, even though I think Days of Future Past, the Rogue Cut's probably like the best X-Men movie.
Yeah.
Like all around X-Men movie. But I think, Apocalypse really was good. And then I watched Dark Phoenix for the first time, and I didn't hate it, which was surprising because I thought I would just hate it based on all the reviews and stuff, but I thought it was okay. I give it like a 6 or so.
Did you also watch X-Men Origins Wolverine and stuff, or just X-Men?
I didn't watch the Wolverine movies. I watched all the X-Men movies. Yeah. They're really good, man. So good.
I think Days of Future Past is my favorite. The Road Cut, yeah.
Yeah, it's so good. It really makes more sense than the regular version.
Yeah, because if anything, Rogue would be the one doing all that, not Kitty Pryde.
Right. And
Yeah.
also, like, how they explained the Sentinels in the original version was that just by having Mystique's DNA, they'd be able to copy all these powers. It's like, no, you would need Mystique and Rogue to be, dissected and experimented on in order to get their power set, in order to make these better Sentinels. And, it goes together pretty well. So I recommend watching that again. And then, watch Star Trek Strange New Worlds, Episode 3, which you guys need to get on that shit, like, now.
I haven't watched Episode 3 yet, but god dang, it is fucking Star Trek to the max. Like, what I want in Star Trek.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
So good, dude.
Is that a series that just came out this year?
Yeah, it's only on Episode 3 right now. It's brand new.
It's on Paramount.
They're going back to the old formula of Star Trek, like a weekly new thing every week. Like they go to a planet and there's something new that they have to conquer. Something that, help a planet survive an asteroid hit or something like that.
Yeah, because I've been watching the original series from the 60s lately. I'm like halfway through season 2, and it's so freaking good, man. Like when you go back after seeing so many Star Trek shows to that, you're just like, dude, this is gold. Like,
Right, yeah.
Have you guys seen the original Wrath of Khan movie?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see it. That's just one of those things I always just forget to do, but I've been wanting to watch it for so long.
Yeah, it's so
should.
good, yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Did you watch the new Khan movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched all like those newer Star Trek movies.
Okay.
Yeah, the thing I love so much about the original series is that it's all like psychological and philosophical. There's not really like a whole lot of action and ship fights and explosions, and it's all like we've encountered this issue and we have to figure out how to deal with it. It's like something that humanity itself has never confronted, and it's super interesting. Mm-hmm. So that right there that you were talking about sounds kind of like in line with that sort of writing style.
Yeah, I think you would really like it, David, for sure.
Sweet.
Jackson, I don't know if Jackson would like it. I think he would, but I don't know. He's iffy sometimes.
Yeah. I still haven't watched any of the other Star Trek shows. Like, I like Star Trek, but I just haven't really dove into it yet,
You'd start with the original series, bro. I'm just saying. It's so good.
Of the original episodes that I've seen over at Connor's house, I've liked it.
Yeah.
Especially that casino episode, man. I was loving that casino episode.
Yeah, the Next Generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, Next Generation's great too.
Yeah, the casino episode's fantastic.
I love that episode, man.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch that series too.
Don't they have like Tommy guns and stuff?
Yeah, it's all gangster.
Yeah, that's so awesome. Bo, how's your week been, man?
Oh, just great. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on here, I guess. I don't even remember the last time. How long ago that was.
Like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Time escapes me. Yeah, I don't know. It's been okay. I did do that. Finally, I did end up going to that first autocross, so that was pretty sweet. I don't know. It was pretty intense, just like leading up to it. Obviously, I was nervous and all that kind of thing. Whatever, and with what I was doing, so got lost a few times out there. But
oh, really?
Whatever. Yeah, it's easy to do. I mean, a lot of people, get lost at some point or whatever. But
just a ton of cones, right?
Huh?
It's just a ton of cones, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know, it's everything like leading up to it. Like I showed up late and whatever. Like I didn't know like what to do, so like I ended up being like rushed through everything, you know, kind of thing. So I was just like, by the time I was like, oh shit, like I don't know. I didn't really get to figure out how the course really was even like before. So it's
Damn.
yeah.
That sucks.
And I realized too, like, that I changed like a brake hose on my car because it was all, it looked like it had been like hit by the tire at some point, like rubbed it. So it was really sketchy. So I wasn't going to run like that. So I got like the hose from O'Reilly's. Of course, they had the hose actually listed wrong. They had it listed for the wrong side. And there's like a little locating tab like on there. I don't know, not a lot of brake lines actually have this, but I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but where it connects to the caliper, there's a little locating thing and it sticks in there. But anyway, that's reversed, you know, for the wrong side of the car or whatever. So I had to kind of like file it a little bit and make it fit. It's not a totally necessary part of your brake line or anything. So it was actually fine. It wasn't leaking or anything, but I got to the event and then I was just kind of checking it out and stuff because I made, I don't know, but I was just kind of eyeballing to make sure it wasn't leaking or anything. And I realized when I turned the wheel all the way, it was stretched so far, like it was like, like there was no slack in it at all. I was like, holy shit, you know, like,
Damn.
So I was like just thinking about this in my head, and everything was kind of going wrong. Like, yeah, I went through tech inspection. They're like, yeah, your car's good, blah blah blah. Of course, the helmet that I bought, they're like, this is an approved helmet. It's like shit, so I couldn't even like, use my helmet. And so I don't know, just every little stupid thing. So
Did they give you a helmet or something?
there were loaner helmets, but I was like, okay, yeah, I'll just wear a loaner helmet that I wore mine anyway. It's like, I'm not wearing one of these nasty fucking helmets. Like, I don't know, I'm just weird about germs in general. I was like, I have a brand new helmet, I'm gonna wear this thing. Like,
And lice, man. You never know.
yeah, I don't know what's in these things. Like, ugh. So I was hoping, you know, I was like, oh man, I hope they don't like call me out for this or something like in between heats. Like, that's not, you know that, like, you know. Like,
Disqualified. Illegal helmet.
yeah.
I always hated that. Like, if you like when you go to skating rinks and stuff, and you have to wear like loaner skates, and they
yeah.
always feel like dirty and a little wet.
Yeah.
And you're just like, why? Like,
Yeah.
Bowling shoes or something.
Disgusting.
Yeah, so like any of that kind of stuff. Like, no, do this. I don't know about that. But yeah, there's another one actually tomorrow with the Corvette Club. I mean, I'm signed up and everything, so I'm probably going to go to that one too. So
Might be wet.
hopefully it works out a little better. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked at the weather in the last 3 hours. Is it supposed to rain now? Probably.
There's like a high 60% chance of
It
rain.
wasn't supposed to the last few days I looked at it, but yeah, dude, it's been so crazy lately. Like it's saying, oh, it's not gonna rain, then it just downpours. Like it did the other day.
Right,
I
yeah.
forgot what day that was, but
Will it get postponed or?
no, I asked them that like a couple weeks ago, and they said no, as long as it's not like lightning and stuff.
Really?
You know, yeah, they'll run in the rain. So that could be interesting, considering there's a giant hole in my top. You know, so I'm gonna have to tarp my car in between like freaking runs or something.
I'll just be on the top of it holding it.
Yeah. Shit. But yeah, that's the only thing exciting that really happened since I've been here. So.
Have you got a taste for it?
Oh yeah, man.
Are you
so
hungry?
Fun. It's so damn fun. And luckily, I wasn't the slowest person out there. That's what I was worried about. You know? I was like, oh man, I don't want to be the slowest person.
Do you know what place you got?
Yeah, I mean all the times are posted and everything.
How many people ran?
So there was probably like 30 cars, and there was probably like 5 people that were slower than me. So I was like, all right.
Heck
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
you gotta start somewhere, man.
A couple of the cars were like, some of them obviously there was like actually slower cars than mine. I was like, okay, yeah, I should be beating these people. But there's a couple cars I'm like, what were you doing out there? Like, this was my first time, and I was just kind of having fun too. You know, I wasn't really.
oh, yeah.
I was like, you're gonna let me go as fast as I want on this, like, you know, like, I was kind of sliding around a little bit and stuff, that kind of thing. But
So how fast were you going?
I don't know. I didn't really have time to really look at probably like I would imagine like on like the straight, it was probably only like maybe 60 somewhere in there. But still, like, when you're on a tight ass, you know, course, it feels like so much faster. It's just so damn fun.
That
But anyway, yeah, like, somehow I ended up beating Corvette and like a 2020 Subaru WRX STI. I'm like,
Damn.
how did that happen? You know, like,
That dude didn't want to fuck up his.
Yeah.
he was driving in reverse. Like, I don't know, like, you know, he's doing the course backwards or something.
I can see the Corvette because of how big of a wheelbase those things have.
Yeah, I mean, there was some out there. I mean, they're quick, you know, they're pretty damn fast, but I shouldn't be beating them, that's for sure.
So how tight were some of the corners and stuff?
Super tight. It's crazy because you can't even really compare it to driving on the street. It's like, it's so hard. Driving on the street, you're never going to find how quickly your car can actually, like how fast you need to really slow down, you know, like in this area. You're not going to know that. So you have to, it's, you know, just so much learning as you go. And then too, like how much grip your car really has. Like every turn, you're like, oh, I don't know how, you know, it's like, holy crap.
Were you ever scared of flipping it or anything?
No. But yeah, I definitely came in way too hot on a lot of turns and just like, you know, this is just so fun.
That sounds like a lot of fun, dude.
Shit, like
You like your brakes?
lucky I didn't get like thrown out or something. No, actually, I didn't. Surprisingly, I probably just wasn't getting on it hard enough. There was a lot of people though locking up the brakes. There was one car because it kind of sucks. You get to run one heat and then you have to work the next heat, which is a whole thing in itself. Like I told the guy, I was like, I need to be straight up. I don't know what I'm doing at all. I was one of the ones with the radio. Yeah, I've never been. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, some cars would consistently like lock up their brakes like in a certain area, and I don't know, it's just nuts to see. And it's surprising too. It's not really necessarily the fastest car out there. It's like the fastest driver that matters. It's like 50-50 probably as far as how much that matters. So it was really cool to see some of those guys in some of the slower cars and the times they were putting in. I was like, holy shit! Like how are you able to consistently do this? You know, I don't know. It was fun.
Dude, I remember when I took Eden to one of her basketball games, and I ran in there, and we were like a little bit late, like a minute or two late, and so I'm like, get out there, hurry up. She's like, all right. And then her coach like waved me down, and I went around to the backside of the court, and he's like, you're gonna keep score, and he like handed me this box like from the 60s with a bunch of buttons and knobs, and I was like, I've never done this before. He's like, it's really easy. Yeah. And then he just looked and started watching the game, and I'm like, oh my god, dude!
It's really easy, so easy. I'm not gonna explain.
Yeah,
Doesn't bother.
You know how basketball works. You know all the rules. Go for it. Yeah. You know how scoring is.
Yeah.
That's how the guy was when he handed me the radio. I was like, dude, I'm just gonna be straight up. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, like at all. Yeah. And he's like, no, dude, it's easy. He's like, just say tower 68 ES +1. And I was like, I thought he was fucking with me at first. I was like, oh yeah, man, like this, yeah, whatever, tower, you know, blah blah. And he just kind of looked at me like I was like an idiot. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, like, oh, yeah, I kind of figured it out. Like, what?
Tower.
Yeah, tower. Yeah. Oh, that's now you have to say your turn number too, which wasn't even clearly described as to where your turn ends and where another turn like begins. It's like you're on turn 2, so I would figure like it's at the beginning of the course. It's like no, it's all the way back around here. It's like all these little mini turns before you can get to like it should be like section 2 or something. I don't know because it was so far off to where because I was like I don't even know where turn 2 is, and he's like it's over there. Like what? So I had to go like talk to other people in the course. I'm like, what turn am I even on right now? And they're like, oh, this is turn 1. This is this huge section of turns. This is turn 2. Like what?
Do you have an overhead map?
Huh? Apparently there is if you actually pre-register or whatever. I guess they give you like a course thing. Of course, I didn't do that. Or actually, I did it wrong. I actually signed up for the national STCA whatever weekend pass instead of the local one, which was he's like that kind of screws us maybe. I don't know. So there's everything that could go wrong. I was like, oh my God, are you kidding? Yeah. Tower, corner 2, 38 ES +1 or +2. I was like, what? You know what I mean? Like, would you know what that? This is as he's handing me a thing. Like, he's just saying all this stuff. Like, oh, okay, I got it, bro. Like, thanks. Shit.
So you ended up figuring it out, though, right?
Kind of, and it's just nervous too, because some people are super competitive. You know what I mean? Like, it is like a national sanctioning thing. It's an SCCA race, so it's like I didn't want to fuck up someone's time being by like messing up something or like calling something out, you know what I mean? Like that wasn't like a problem. So yeah, I was just like, oh shit. So I probably erred on like the cautious side and probably gave people like the benefit of the doubt here and there. And I just didn't want to, I don't know.
So were you mainly making sure like they didn't hit the cones or something, or?
Yeah, just however many cones like they hit. And there's like rules on the cones, like if they actually get knocked over or if they're still touching this little square apparently, because every cone's marked around whatever. And yeah, but sometimes there's multiple cones in bunches, so I'm like, if they push all these cones, is that just one cone or is that 3 cones? I don't, you know what I mean? It's like
right.
There's a lot of questions, that didn't get answered before I was given a fucking walkie-talkie. Here you go.
Did you hit a lot of cones?
I don't think I hit any cones.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I just got lost on track and completely DNF like on like 3 out of my 6 runs, like. So I get to the very back side of the course and it was a slalom and like I just like wouldn't like catch like the first set of cones right or something. Like it was I don't know. It was crazy.
You drift through any shit?
Huh?
You drift through anything?
I did slide around pretty good, but I don't know.
Did you pop the e-brake at all?
Yeah. Get thrown out of the event.
Oh, you can't do that?
No, I don't think that's frowned upon if you get like too. I don't know. I would assume. I don't know. I didn't see anyone else drifting. I was going to wait till someone else drifted first, but then I would.
You probably could have been the hero that that whole place needed, man.
Yeah.
It's like, he's opened up drifting.
Yeah. I was more just afraid that my brake line was about to snap in half whenever I'm going like full turn, so.
So when you got home, did you replace that?
Yeah, I had to replace the brake line like the next, whenever, I think next weekend I did it. Last weekend.
Dang.
Hell
Nothing
yeah.
more than, fun than replacing and bleeding brakes once is doing it the next weekend again. But
So your race, you said, is today?
it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I guess technically I didn't realize the vet club, I guess they did it today and they're doing it tomorrow. But whatever, I'm going tomorrow.
And did anybody out there have a side saddle buddy?
What do you mean? Yeah, there's a
A
lot.
co-driver?
Navigator.
Yeah, technically I read in the rules after the fact that because I've never been to an event, I was supposed to sign up as a novice, and like someone was supposed to ride with me, but of course I didn't do that. You know what I mean?
Hell
Like, I guess you're supposed to technically do that according to the CCA rules the first 5 times you autocross, but I'm not going to do that. Which I'm not opposed to having someone ride with me. I was just kind of too nervous. You know what I mean? To have someone like my first time out, like someone like I don't know.
So would it have been like an official person, or
Yeah, it would have been someone that actually knew what they were doing. So
not
Yeah.
me?
yeah, not you. Okay, but it can be. You can ride along. It's not, and you can set it up for co-drivers, so where you can both get to drive the car. So
Really?
Wow.
yeah.
That's wild, man.
Gonna get Lincoln in there?
Oh yeah. No. I guess you get to be like 12 or 13 to ride along. So
He's close, man.
I know. I that's what I told him. I was like, man, you're as tall as you're getting. Like when you're 10, I'm sure I can be like, yeah, he's fucking 12 or he's 13 or whatever.
Show me his ID.
Yeah. Where's his child ID?
All it takes is the kid not instantly saying, "I'm 10," you know?
Yeah. Right.
Like kids like to do. You rehearse it with them over and over again, and then they get in the moment, and they're like, "I'm gonna recess to what I was originally." Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as they get up there, they forget that that's what you talked about 5
Yeah.
minutes before, and then they just go, "No, I'm not."
Yeah.
I'm like, well, you're a spectator then. Yeah, you are right. Yeah.
They'll also do the reverse when like parents like try to like get like the 6 and under or something like that, and they'll be like, "Pretend you're 6," and then you walk up there and be like, he's 6 years old," and he's like, "No, I'm 8 years old."
Yeah, right.
I'm a big boy now.
Quit trying to shave the ears off me.
Yeah, why do you keep saying that? I'm 8.
I'm so close to hitting double digits.
You gotta pay more money, Mom.
You cheapskate.
Yeah. Why are you trying to be cheap, Mom? You know I'm 8. Like,
All right, Jack. How's your week, man?
It was pretty good, you know. Pretty good weekend. Blues went on to the second round, and now they're tied with the Avs. The Avs swept their first opponents, so it's nice to see we at least got one game on them. But the way that they were playing in that second game, dude, I think we can really bring it to them, dude.
Yeah.
That was
Got good
at
feelings.
their stadium too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we beat their ass in their own house.
Other than that, not a whole lot has happened this week.
Nice.
And Kyle, your week?
That was pretty good. Watched my son play some baseball. That's always fun. Watched the movie The Northmen. That was fantastic. I highly recommend that movie. Like, it was brutal.
Yeah, I really need to finish it.
It was really cool. The movie's good, dude. Yeah, some weird stuff happens in that movie.
yeah, it's- Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah, it's Robert Eggers.
Nicole Kidman's character, she appears one way and totally flips the script like halfway through the movie, and it caught me off guard. Yeah, Nicole Kidman, good actress. And then I also watched Everything Everywhere All at Once. Guys, I'm telling you, you have to watch this movie. It's like the new Matrix. I'm not even joking. The way the multiverse works in this movie, it's like the Matrix. Like she's constantly able to like grab abilities from other multiverses and put it into herself. And there's a team on computers like, all right, kung fu, and they like push a button and they're like, all right, you have to get. I don't want to ruin any of this movie, but you have to do something weird to get your ability. Super weird. At one point, she freaking like snorts a fly, and boom, gets like an ability, and like
what the hell?
It's crazy, dude.
I don't even know what the premise of this movie was.
It's wild, dude.
You have to lick your own butthole.
Dude, you say that. There's something with a butthole in that movie that is fucking crazy. I don't want to ruin it for you guys.
I'm in.
Because of how crazy it is.
You
Like,
have to go inside this butthole.
dude, it is wild, man.
Does it involve a banana?
Dude. Oh my gosh, this movie is wild. You guys know Short Round from Indiana Jones and Data from the Goonies?
Yeah.
He plays the main actress's husband. And this is like his first acting role in like 20 years or something like that.
Weird.
Yeah, he was just getting typecasted, type-rolled, and he's just like, I'm done with this. Mm-hmm. But it's so weird seeing him in a movie because he sounds the same, but with like a little bit older of a voice. And he's like the same, like, kid, but as an adult. Like, it's so weird, man. But I really can't recommend it enough. It is so cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm sold.
If I say any more, it just ruins the movie.
Had me at snorting fly.
Yeah. The part that I'm talking about with their butts.
Buttholes, yeah.
Dude, you guys are going to be like, damn, what the hell? Like, oh,
Is it like a portal to another universe?
no, you'll see, man. You'll
Okay.
see. Yeah. But it's got a really, really cool story with a really, really cool bad guy, and like it was just blowing my mind. I was loving every minute of it. But yeah, that's pretty much my week.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I want to try to, if I can, I'll try to watch both those movies today.
good stuff. 2 great movies in a week.
Yeah. Of what I've seen of The Northmen, I was loving it, man.
Yeah,
Loving
Glad
it.
you didn't finish it. I couldn't stop watching it. It was so good. Well, you guys ready to move into the first topic of the week?
Bring it. Bring
Wait,
it.
have you guys seen? I don't even know what movie it is. I thought it was a show whenever Jessica turned it on the other night, but it's this has a lot of big names in it, but it's like a damn like new jungle movie, and it has
Sandra Bullock?
yeah.
And Channing Tatum.
I'm going to watch it
And
this
Brad
weekend.
Pitt.
I was going to watch it last
What's
weekend.
it? I don't even know what it's called.
It's like the Lost City or Lost
City.
Kingdom or
Oh, okay.
something.
It's got Daniel Radcliffe, right?
Yeah, it has a lot of like big names that just kept popping up. I didn't know anything about this movie when when I first saw it. I was
You like
oh
it?
damn. Brad Pitt's in it. I was like shit. But yeah, it was actually pretty good. I mean, it's kind of like stupid kind of humor, but it's pretty funny. So.
Good. Yeah, I'm going to watch it this weekend. I was going to watch it last weekend, but I forgot for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it this weekend.
Heck yeah.
Rachel liked it a lot. All right. So, one thing I wanted to know is, what do you guys want your tombstone to say? Whenever you die, what is it going to say on your tombstone?
No regrets. Thought about this one for a while, and I still didn't come up with anything super good. I don't know, because I don't know how I'm gonna feel. Like if I died right now,
You won't.
This is what mine will say.
You will.
Big titty goth girls can pose here.
There you go.
Step on me.
Yeah.
I don't mind if you do your photo shoot on my grave.
Big titty goth girls. I don't know, or like if it said something that would freak people out, like when they went to the cemetery, like I'm still out there, or like, you know what I mean?
The one that kept coming to my brain was, death is only the beginning.
Another way you do it is like born date, died date, and then just have another one right there. It says, Resurrection? Question.
Or just have a date under the death date of like sometime in the future, and people that visit that headstone are going to be like, what the hell does that mean? What is that? You know?
Right.
Is he coming back? Is the world going to end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to just have like a hole in my headstone and just put your finger in here and see how many people try to put their dicks in there. You know?
It's going to be at least one.
Yeah, at least one.
Connor's just like looking down like, damn, 10th one this week. Let's go.
I miss you, dog.
Connor always did have a good hole.
Yeah.
Rock solid.
Yeah, Jessica and I talked about this a long time ago just because it's so stupid. Just because there was like one time like I had something and Jessica like wanted something. I don't even remember what it was. It doesn't even really matter, I guess. But like I told her, I was like, no, I don't have any more or whatever. And then it was like a couple days later, like I had like, yeah, more of whatever it was. And then she was like, I thought you said you didn't have any or what? But I was just like so serious, but I was like, no, I didn't mean I was out. I meant it was gone for you. And then she was just like, I didn't even think of it. So like one of those things, like, she was like just so disrespected. She started laughing. She's like, it's gone for me. I was like, yeah, I didn't mean that. I didn't have it left. It's gone for you. Like, just stop. It's like, quit asking. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
God,
Yeah, it was so funny. Like, I didn't even like put it together. It's just like, it's kind of funny. Sometimes you can be so offended. You're just like, what? Like, did he really just go there? Like, it's just kind of humorous. Like, oh my God. Like, but so yeah, we talked about that like just on my gravestone, it'll just be like, he's gone for you, or like it's gone for, or just even putting it's gone for you like on there, like people just being like, what does that mean? Like he's gone for you, or it's gone for you. For me, I don't know.
I feel like another good headstone could be like Jackson Brayman, aged 93 years old. He died in your arms tonight. Must have been something said. And I feel like that would just be like a classic one, that if you saw that in a graveyard, you'd be like, you know what? Take the flowers off that grave, put it on his. This guy deserves like, he deserves credit. He's brightened my day up and he's dead.
There's always like those ones that say like, I told you I was sick. Have you guys ever seen those ones?
Yeah.
It's like Ted, whatever, died, blah, 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 blah. I told you I was sick. Or something.
If you're reading this, I'm already dead.
Yeah.
You think all those people have like those mausoleums and stuff, you think they're like, I want this weird temple box thing to be erected around my... You think that's like the family, like, no, he deserves it. He deserves a little room thing around his grave. I don't know.
Like John Carter from Mars.
Yeah.
I'm unaware.
That was just his space station. I was actually just thinking about this too. Like, it'd be cool to have a headstone that's just like a solar powered like Mortal Kombat arcade cabinet or something, so that people could just, when they visit your grave, just play around in Mortal Kombat,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But the only character that they ever fight is God, what is that Native American dude's name? Thunder, not Thunder. That's Killer Instinct. You guys know who I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah, I can't.
The one with the bow and arrow.
I can't say his name.
Yeah.
I don't know what his name is, but
That's the only one you'd fight, because that's the only one I
wanna
played
see-
back then.
Future Kyle here. The character you're looking for is Nightwolf. Future Kyle out.
Or like, and then you said the mausoleum thing. I'm like, well, dude, just build a whole arcade, with all my favorite old arcade games, Area 51 and Carnival and
Time Crisis.
Time Crisis. Yeah,
Get a couple racing games in there, man.
yeah, Cruising USA.
Exotica.
Yeah,
I don't know. In my mind, like, I don't think I'll ever have a headstone. I think I think instead what I'll do is, I don't know, I just want my ashes pressed into a record or something like that.
Speaking of which, is that your next topic?
Yeah. What do you guys want your body to be? What do you guys want to happen to your body when you die? And what do you want your journey, the next step of your journey, to be?
Like after I die?
Like what do you want to happen to your body?
I hope it's
corporeally and physically.
Oh well, I don't care. I'll be dead.
You hope it's pressed into a record though.
Like my wishes would be like, yeah, like press, like take my ashes and like make something cool with it or something like that.
Dude, whenever we were at the crematorium, is that what it's called? For Simon, there was like the guy that was like talking about like what we could do with the ashes and stuff. And he's like, this family came in the other day. It was like I guess a month before we went there. And he said that the only thing that their grandpa told him is he wanted to go out with a bang. So they had his ashes loaded into 12 gauge shells and went to the range and just shot his ashes out of a 12 gauge.
Yeah.
I was like, that is so cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. But
My dad told me that he wants his ashes spread over a cornfield.
Cornfield.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
a wheat field.
that's the most Missouri shit I ever heard.
Big fan of ag.
It kind of is, man. Like,
Corn was a staple growing up.
The only true
Serve
future
me,
farmer of
now I will
America.
serve it.
Yeah.
and my dad, on top of like working his regular job at like Freeman, he would also like do all this farm chores because he lived in a farmhouse. So
Yeah. But I think I personally would just want to like, and I talked about that like natural burial thing that they used to do or that they're doing now, like at parks and stuff. It's probably what I would do. Just like don't preserve me, don't put me in a casket, don't burn me, just throw me in the ground in a national park. Let me turn into a tree or something, you know?
And you guys are taking a different angle than I was going to take with this. So I would want my bones separated from the flesh of my body. What I want to happen to the flesh is to be taxidermied with the rock hard dick. Okay. And I just want to be there for anybody that needs me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to happen with that. You can put me anywhere and I'll be there.
you're gonna get a lot of male perverts. A lot of male perverts.
Hey, the butthole is sewed shut. Okay.
Yeah, true.
But the mouth is
wide open.
You're gonna be taxidermied as like silicone and not like hard plastic, you know?
And then
You're just gonna be a sex doll, Connor.
exactly.
You don't want to be like stuffed in a way to where like you're like wearing a raccoon hat and you're like in like, you know, like
Hey,
explorer mode or
as
something.
long as the dick is there, it's all good, you know. But then I want the bones transferred. Like you guys have seen Mystery Men, right?
Yeah.
So I want my bones put into a surfboard that's clear to where you can see my bones, and whoever rides me is gonna have like supernatural surfing abilities.
Because you're good at surfing.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm glad you said it on the podcast, so when you die, I can try to make that happen
Just
for you.
surf me,
And
baby.
come back.
It's gonna be a
come
weird.
back to this.
It's gonna be a weird law battle. You know what I mean? Like he said it.
Yeah.
He said.
And you
Like,
could
I
put
need you to
the
check out this podcast, Mr. Lawyer, sir.
you could put
God.
you could put like my taxidermy body on top of my surfboard and ride me twice.
Yes. All the way to your tombstone with a hole in it.
Yes. Insert the dick into the hole, unlock the chest, find the map.
Key to turn your body.
Oh my
That's the most wild shit I've ever heard in my life. Dead Connor is surfing Dead Connor.
Oh my god.
That's gonna be hard to explain to mom and dad, Connor.
Right.
If you ever
but
die.
If you make that shit happen, I'll be happy. My ghost will fade. But like afterlife, I think it'd be cool to travel to stars and just like see different planets and stuff.
Yeah.
If the spirit is real, that would be cool to just like fly through space. maybe go to different dimensions if those are real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read this book called Journey of Souls by this like therapist doctor. I think I brought this up on the podcast during my Yo Dude Check This Out at one point, but he like writes that, you know, he did like all this hypnotherapy on people and found out that they had like past lives, and that when they die, their soul goes to kind of a like a I don't want to say a train station, but it's kind of a station where you pick your next life based on what you've learned, and you just keep doing that over and over and over again. And I'm not saying I necessarily believe that, but I think it'd be cool to do something like that, like where you like literally die, and it's kind of like being unplugged from the Matrix, and you're at this place with all your friends that, you know,
Kind of like a hub.
yeah, like a hub world, and you're just like, dude, holy crap, like all this stuff happened. Where are you gonna go next? Where am I gonna go next? You know? But when you get there, you don't know you're there until you die, you know?
What I envision, what I want to have in my body is, like I've told Rachel this, but give my body to science, see if they can figure some cool shit out about about how cool I am, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What makes you different?
What makes me so cool? Yeah. And then what I want corporeally to happen after I die is to be entered into like some type of Mortal Kombat. Yes, and I am fighting for the right for us to live as a civilization.
You pulled that from Independence Day. Fighting for our right to live.
No, I didn't.
Put a little Clint Eastwood in that, it'd probably be right. I guess like how I envision like what happens to me when I die, you know, like as far as like my soul or whatever. I like to envision like I've not seen a lot of Supernatural like at all, but I remember seeing one episode where they had like a version of heaven where everybody like when they die and they go to heaven, they get like their own slice of heaven, and in that slice is like the happiest you ever were like during that time. And for like this dude during the show, it was just him hanging out at a bar. He was like, this is the happiest I ever was just hanging out at this bar.
It's a little sad.
That's kind of a cool concept, though. You know?
So, yeah. I like to think that when I die, I go to the happiest I ever was.
That same bar?
Not the same bar.
Let's just get it.
But it would take me, I don't know.
It's just gonna be.
bar.
It's just gonna be you in bed with a bottle of lotion and a box of napkins. That's your heaven.
It's the best of times.
So what moment would it be, Jack?
A lot of happy moments, man. Like, ones that come to mind is probably getting second place at that skate contest. That was a lot of fun because that was also the best line that I was ever to put down, like, consecutively.
Good time to do it.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, dude. I stepped up in the competition,
Yeah.
man. Like, I was like, man, it works. Like, you get put, like, on a stage or whatever and you have to perform. Like, you get it done, I guess.
Right.
So, that was pretty awesome. But, several concert moments, I guess. Going to see Lord of the Rings with my dad, Return of the King. That was an awesome moment.
And hearing his Gollum impressions when you guys were leaving the theater.
I don't know, jamming like with the homies, like in Tia's basement back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Watching
That was so
Charles
much fun,
smack
man.
on
Just
Tia's
hanging
mom.
We could enter you in another skate competition.
I won't be good, bro.
It's not a dead dream.
Yeah. You can win first.
Yeah, first, man. Get your memory.
Just go in the beginner category, and you'll be skateboarding against people like as old as you were when you won second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe when I die, like when I go to heaven, it just turns into like a giant jam session with all the people that I've always wanted to jam with. Like, oh, Coheed and Cambria's here, and Jackson, we need you to play something. And I'm like, dude, let's do it. You know?
Or
Yeah.
just like all the Tony Hawk levels put together, and you can skate them all and go as high as the Tony Hawk games. You're just
Oh my god, that'd be sick, dude.
pretty cool. You're just grinding forever.
You grinding telephone pole or telephone wires and
That'd be fun.
Yeah, I don't really have anything that cool planned either. But yeah, I mean, in real life, which I don't want to live in, I wouldn't want to be put in a casket or like embalmed or any of that nasty crap. Like, it's the most ridiculous concept I think we came up with. Like, he needs a $4,000 casket. Like, that's what he needs. Like,
lined with lead, so you'll be preserved.
Now here's an idea. Chum for Shark Week.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
they could hang you off the side of a boat, like by your leg. And then like great whites just.
But I think someone should at least take the top of my skull and then grow something out of my eye sockets. Maybe my nose, like I think mushrooms would look really cool.
Chia pet?
Yeah, or a chia pet.
Give him a green afro.
That's a good idea. I think about it. You could drill into the skull and like put like hair implants and stuff and like or whatever you wanted. And, like,
just put clown makeup.
You could put like like ferns and stuff like that. But like, dude, why do you got like a slash plant over there? That's Bocane, man.
Yeah, come on, show some respect.
Yeah, like
seed your own bow's head and water.
Just donate your skull.
Like cactuses out of your eyes or something. I don't know. Something.
Turn you into a sugar skull. Put some like rubies in your eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. Put a little diamond in my forehead or something.
Sell it to Dave Navarro.
Oh my god. Every episode of Ink Master where that skull is featured, he'd be like, "That's a real human skull."
Today on Ink Master, Taco Bell wants you to live Moss, and today you're gonna live Moss by etching designs into these real life human skulls.
I always think of that Crank Yankers when he's talking about smoking hash out of a human skull and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Whatever you want to do with this, keep that around.
Me and him smoked hash out of a human skull.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wish I was dead.
You're gonna want to grow stuff out of it. You're gonna want to add stuff to the skull.
You're gonna want to drink blood out of it.
Just carry it around with you. Anything that's convenient, like open bottles with it. Whatever.
I feel like it'd be a super huge flex on like a tattoo parlor to like donate your skull to them and just be like, just paint it and then put it up in your shop. Like,
that's metal, dude.
be like, that's an actual skull. I painted that.
You get like a metal band, like an underground metal band, and have them put it on the hood of their band.
Yeah, or like the top of their bass drum.
Probably not even legal. That's probably even legal for some reason. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Like carrying around human remains.
Yeah, you can't have that. Like,
You can't eat soup out of this upside down skull.
you're going to jail, mister. My skull ends up as evidence and stuff.
Oh my god.
The courtroom is like, man, they're trying to tell me that I can't eat SpaghettiOs out of my wife Martha's head.
That would be super cool though. Like, it just goes through like generations and stuff. Like just ending up in crazy places, like the traveling pants.
Sisterhood of the
Traveling pants.
The Yaya sisterhood.
Yeah. Traveling skull.
I guess another cool thing for me is like if I ever like become like, I don't know, if I get cremated or something like that, do what they did in Bucket List. Stick my fucking ashes in like just a coffee can and then bury me on like a mountain somewhere, because that's illegal.
That's why I want it done.
That's why I want to do it. That will make me happy. It's like, I got buried in an illegal place. That's cool. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Wasn't
I want my remains to become news somehow. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be.
somebody dropped the body of a 30-year-old Bocane off the top of the Empire State Building this
Make
afternoon?
It look really suspicious, my death.
The weird thing is,
causes just make it look super sketchy. Like,
Dress him up as Superman.
Yeah.
Like just.
yeah. The weird thing is he's been dead for 2 weeks.
Or use my body to get away with the crime. Be like, oh no, see, he's here, he's dead. He was doing this crime, not me.
Oh, there you go. That's a way better cause.
Yeah.
Just rob a bank. And then run into an alleyway where Bo's body is there with gunshot wounds in his back. Take all the money out and leave the bags with Bo's body.
Yeah.
If you guys ever like needed to rob a bank or something like that, and just as a janitor or something like that, Yeah, just like during like the getaway chase, just like all of a sudden dip out like around a corner, but like have me in the front just as a janitor as well, and then just drive me off of a cliff or something.
Good God, his penis is rock hard for some reason.
What's up with dead people and rock hard like cocks?
Yeah.
Hey, that was my thing, dude. All right.
This whole crew had rock hard penises.
It happened in Clerks too.
Oh my God.
The first Clerks, I meant Clerks TOO. My bad.
Yeah. God, this horrible.
All right. And do you guys have any OCDs or any habits that you guys do all the time?
Oh man, if I sit here and think about it, I'm sure I got some.
So I'll get it started. Oh, what?
Oh, nothing. Go ahead. Get us started. Warm us up.
I did this yesterday, and I'm like, or was it 2 days ago? And I'm like, man, I do this all the time. Whenever I'm leaving a bathroom, no matter if I'm just looking at my face or whatever, I always have to turn the faucets off, even if they're not running.
Just to make sure it's off.
Yeah, I'm
Weird.
doing it since I was a little kid.
That's weird.
I've got one for you.
It annoys me.
Whenever I go to use the restroom, especially my bathroom, I can't gauge how, like, the time frame it takes for a toilet to, like, completely flush at other people's houses. But at my house, it takes about 7 to 8 seconds. So I try to match the end of me peeing with, like, the time it gets all sucked into the toilet.
Oh yeah.
Do you do that every day?
Every time I go pee, yeah.
I like
If
to.
you ever hear me flush twice, it's because I underestimated or I underestimated how much it took to flush. So
I like to flush after the poop has all come out and try to wipe and get done wiping before it goes down.
That's a move.
Yeah. But I'm also, I guess that's an OCD. I'm very, very OCD about a clean booty hole. So, like, I wipe until the paper is white, dude. I cannot.
White and bloody, you mean?
Yeah, white and bloody. If it's white or red, I've done my job. No.
That's why whenever I can help it, it's always a shit to shower situation, man.
Yep. Especially then, some of those morning shits, they need a shower.
Yes, they do.
No, I was gonna say, you guys already know my odd habit from childhood.
Yeah.
Rocking back and forth in my sleep. Yeah, so I used to, like, rock for about 5 or 10 minutes and then lay on my stomach. That's how I got to sleep for a long, long time. So whenever I wouldn't do that, like at a friend's house, I would just subconsciously start doing that in my sleep.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, I still do it every now and then.
Does it annoy your wife?
It used to, like, she literally would, like, hit me in the middle of the night because I woke her up. Like, she would, like, punch me in the arm, and I'm like, oh, God, sorry. I tried to convince her that I didn't know that I was doing it, but she never believed me. No, she did, but she doesn't wake up anymore to it. So, like, sometimes I'll catch myself doing it, and then I'll be like, shit. But, yeah, something I'm OCD about is raw meat. Like, if I, like, open a package of raw meat, I wash my hands, and then I'm like, crap, I have to, like, mix it with seasonings with my hands.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So I mix it with the seasonings, and then I wash my hands, and then I'm like, crap, I have to form, like, hamburger patties out of this. So you form the hamburger patties and then wash your hands. Like, it's over the top. But, yeah. I've seen Gordon Ramsay just, like, cooking with meat, and he just uses, like, a towel on his hands, and I'm like, nah, dude, I gotta wash them. That's it, though.
So, Bo, do you have any other OCDs or anything?
Yeah. I mean, I am weird about stuff, like, only being on, like, the right side of my body for whatever reason, or, like, everything, like, to the right, if possible, centered or to the right, which is weird because I'm left-handed, so I don't know if that's, like, a self-hate kind of thing or what. It's like I'm trying to balance that out. I don't know if I ever mentioned this in the podcast, but I feel like maybe I did. But did I ever tell you my mom said I was severely left-handed when I was born? She told me that.
Severely left-handed?
And I kind of, like, almost, like, subconsciously believed it until I got, like, quite a bit older. And I told that to Jessica one time. She's like, what are you talking about? Like, what? I'm like, no, Yeah, I don't know. It's the most ridiculous thing ever. This baby is severely left-handed.
So you were like trying
Can
to,
you tell? Look away, yeah.
you were trying to like convince yourself that you were left-handed because that's what you heard, even though you were right-handed the whole time.
No, I mean, I'm definitely left-handed, but it's like,
Oh,
what
okay.
does severely left-handed mean? Or how would she know that a baby was severely
Right.
What is, like, it's just the most ridiculous term I've ever even
Okay,
heard.
gotcha. Yeah, I always remember you played the upside down guitars. You were that guy.
Yeah.
So you never had like a left-handed guitar. You just played
Not
them upside
anymore,
down.
not. I did finally buy a left-handed guitar.
Oh, okay.
Not that long ago, but
Hell yeah.
that's been fun to relearn everything. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It's all backwards now, like essentially, but whatever.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then I don't know, but I am bad about. Which I'm not saying I don't have clutter, but especially in like workspaces, if stuff's not like squared away, I can't operate like that. A lot of people can just have shit all over the table, you know, or whatever. Like just so many. Like, oh my gosh, I don't understand how your brain's not like. Or I don't know what it is. I don't know if you guys are like that at all. Or,
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even just yesterday at work, like what I do is like I'm an inspector, so I usually have like calipers on my desk, tweezers. I've got like a tape measure. I usually have like a cloth tape measure. I've also got a 10-inch scale, a 6-inch scale. I've got like all these measuring devices and all these like things to mark rejects with, like little red tags. I've got bananas, like bread string. I've got so much stuff on my desk usually. And then after I'm done doing what I'm doing, I have to scan all of my projects into the computer, saying that they're acceptable. And before I do that, I have to grab everything, move it to the complete right side of my desk, make sure all my tape measures and everything are all together, and then I can start doing it, dude. Or else I will freaking almost have like a quick explosion of anger.
Yeah.
Whoa! I gotta fix this, and then I fix it, and then I'm good. You know, drives me nuts.
Yep. Yuck. Maybe I should have. I don't know. Yeah, it's gosh dang, man. I almost feel like I should be like an organizer for a living or something, but I feel like I would just end up resenting these people. Like, why do you want to live like this? Doesn't make any sense. Like, he's gonna have 30 different sets of drill bits all piled together and like just metal shavings and stuff. I'm like, how do you? Ugh.
You gotta be organized at work, man. That's just a must, you know.
Yeah,
if you're gonna be
sure.
efficient, yeah.
In my opinion, but
What annoys me, like when I've got a cluttered desk or something, is like I feel like the desk gets smaller, you know. So I feel like I'm getting like claustrophobic because I can't like be out, and you know, I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, I feel you there.
And sometimes you just realize it all of a sudden, and then it's like almost overwhelming. Like, oh my god, like what? Okay. Especially when you start cleaning stuff, you're like, oh, this is wrong. This is wrong. This is out of place. This, is, you know what I mean?
Right.
And you start falling into this whole trap. It's probably why I never get anything done. But because have you ever heard the people do say that, like something about like a clean work area means you're not getting anything done or something like that, or there's some sort of stupid saying like that. But I don't agree with it. So.
I don't know. Sometimes I'll have this weird one where, say you're typing on a keyboard, all right, and you have to type out "eat this shit," okay? So this is all based on how often you use your left hand and your right hand, and they both have to end up equaling by the time the end of the sentence is over.
Weird.
So okay, yeah, this is fucking weird, dude. You wanted some weird shit. Okay, so eat is with your left hand, EAT, that's 3 on your left hand.
Right.
So you're going to hit space with your right hand, that's 1 on the right. THIS, those all equal each other, so that equals out, so you're going to hit space with the right hand again, because you're canceling out eat, because you got 3 on eat, and you've got 2 on space with your right hand, so now there's 1 on the left that you got to get rid of. And then shit, SHIT, that also equals itself out. So then you hit period with your right hand, everything's equaled out. You used every finger equally on both hands. Does this make any sense to you guys?
It does. But it's maddening.
So if so if I was gonna say fuck you, I would say FUCK, that equals itself out. But I know you's coming, so I'll hit space with my left hand and then YOU. But now I've got 2 on the right hand.
Oh my god.
So then I'll hit space again and I'll type MOTHER. That equals itself out. Okay? Then I hit space again. and then fucker, I've now got 2 on the left hand, so I'll hit period space with my right hand, and then it equals itself out.
Holy shit. That is so much micromanagement, dude.
So crazy.
Do you feel like in general the stuff you're typing, do you think it's just favored to the left? Is that actually a design of a keyboard? So I almost feel like you're using your left hand more than you are right hand, but maybe that's just how I want to do it, so I'm doing that.
But then when you start adding capitalizing stuff and you're putting shift in there too, boy howdy.
Oh my gosh, Connor.
Yeah.
Damn. Does that make you type slower, or are you pretty much just boom, 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 like it's all...
No.
He's a fucking genius, is what he's trying to say. He's like, I just do it, but I know exactly what I did.
I don't actually do this when I'm typing. This is the crazy. Like sometimes, like okay, like that and like another thing will happen to where like I'll count. This is also crazy.
We
Okay.
can't say that and sometimes when I ride elephants, it's like nothing.
Okay. So like, say like I got my hands on the desk, right?
All right.
And like you know how you can get your fingers and like go down the line touching the desk? Mm-hmm. You know how you can do that? Like all 4 like that?
Yeah.
Well then I'll have to go back the other way with my fingers, which makes it even, but I don't like the pattern, so I do it again that way, and then I do it again the first way, and then I've done it in this pattern that fucking makes sense to me. Because I'm doing something, and then I'm doing it in reverse, and then it all equals itself out. I don't know, it's fucking weird, dude. But I don't do the keyboard thing when I'm typing. It's just like, when I think of a phrase in my head, like if I'm like working and I got nothing going on, it's like, how do I type this out to where it all equals itself out? It's stupid, dude. It's like the dumbest thing ever.
I definitely feel like there's something to be said about like feeling. It's like a feeling of dominance to one side or the other.
Like I'm using my right hand too much. I want it.
Yeah.
Equal. I want to. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like if you know how you can like kind of flip your tongue either way, left or right. You kind of fold it over. If you fold it over to the left for like 30 seconds and then you just leave it straight, you feel like you have to fold it to the right.
Right. Yeah.
Or it just feels like your head like feels off. I don't know. You know?
No.
All right.
No, dude. I feel you, dude.
Yeah.
Because I don't ever.
There has to be symmetry.
I just literally like did what you were talking about in my mouth, like fold it over to the left, fold it over to the right, and I gotta think, I barely ever do that in my lifetime. Because I was like, I don't think I've ever tried doing that. I just do the U.
I just meant
You
for
know what
like
I'm talking about?
an
Oh, yeah.
example. You know, like if you wear your backpack on your right shoulder, you feel like you kind of have to put it on the left shoulder, at least for a little bit, to like even yourself out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
I can see that.
Because your right shoulder gets tired, and you're like, all right, left shoulder, it's your turn.
It's more than that, Jackson.
Is it?
It is.
Are you talking about like an actual single strap backpack or a dual strap backpack?
I mean, either one.
No, not either one.
Unless it's a single strap on a
I'm with
single
Bo on
side.
this.
Because I would just do one and then probably both, and then maybe I could see undoing the first one and just going left and then back to middle and then to the right. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I would do that.
Also, one of my symptoms when I was like suffering from like really bad anxiety for like a year or so was feeling like the entire right side of my body was weaker than the left side. It was so weird, dude. And like,
Why'd you feel that?
I don't know. Apparently it's just anxiety symptoms. But I definitely like thought I was like suffering from some kind of brain malfunction or something, because I was like, this makes no sense, dude. Do I have like multiple sclerosis or something? Yeah.
But you're fine now?
Yeah.
Good.
Anxiety can do some weird shit to you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Something I wish I could stop doing is when I'm writing stuff, fives come up a lot in daily life, right?
Yeah, a lot of fives.
A lot of fives. I freaking 50% of the time I write an F. You guys do that ever?
No.
I've done it for so long. It's only been really in my like adult life that I've been doing this. I haven't been doing it my whole life, but it drives me crazy.
You write an F and you write a 5 instead of an F,
And vice versa.
I always
And if I'm writing first, in my brain I'm saying feist. It drives me crazy, dude. Oh, F and 5. Even yesterday at work, I did it maybe 2 to 3 times, and whenever I mess something up, I can't just see it there on the page.
yeah.
I have to get a new page. And
Okay.
that- you know how often I have to do that?
Like if I mess up, like if I'm writing something down or whatever, and if I mess up one thing, it's like, well, anyone that looks at this paper is the first thing they're gonna see is that mistake there. So
Yeah.
You know
I
how
guess I gotta rewrite this.
Yeah.
you know how murderous it's been this whole month being May, and I stamp something every day and put the date next to it every time I do a stamp, which could be easily sometimes 200, 300 times I'm stamping something per day. And you know,
Right. F dash
Yeah.
2 dash 22.
holy crap.
I don't ever do that, but I do almost write like if I'm writing a capital P, I almost always write a capital R. Because it's like second nature for me to just flick the leg out, you know?
Yeah, little
from under
kick
the belly. Yeah. But Mandy's like that too, dude. If she makes one mistake, she's got to throw the whole piece of paper away. And I'm like, why do you do that? Like, you should see my college notes, dude. It's like a pretty outline plus scribbles all over the outside of the page where I added notes to it and lines connecting things and things circled and stars and highlighted bits and pieces and things crossed out. Like, it's great.
Wow. That's too much, man.
Yeah.
I write everything in like capital letters, pretty much. I don't know. I don't like.
I do the same.
Case, like,
gross.
I don't know.
That's
And, like,
gross.
I am like really particular, like the way like I write, and like a lot of times I'll be like just kind of sketching like my letters too. Like when I'm even writing, just like stuff. What?
I do that all the time. I still do it. I still do it.
I am super particular about letters and stuff, and how like words, like especially if I'm doing anything really, I want it to all be like centered or whatever, you know, everything like that. But then too, I do have like crazy notes like that too, where it's all just like scribbles of this and arrows and this and things circled and you know like shit like that.
Yeah.
Too. So I don't know.
There's
It's
a
kind of
there's a
weird.
beauty to the chaos, though.
Yeah.
You know, when you look at a page like that, you're like, man, I was very thorough.
All right, and Bo, what did you want to talk about?
Have you guys ever talked about like just embarrassing moments?
Oh, just flat out embarrassing. I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah, I mean,
Or
Yeah.
sometimes it's kind of funny to even think about. There's embarrassing moments where people catch you doing something, but then you're like,
Oh,
it's almost like if they don't say something, like it's almost worse for you to try to explain. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
sometimes they kind of
I've
give
got
you
one that comes to my brain.
they kind of give you a pass,
I've got a couple.
and then you're like, no, I was doing, but and then they're like, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even want to say it because it's so gross.
So I'll go first.
Okay.
So this one experience I had when I was like 15 or 16, something like that. Okay, I think I was 16. So like we go and hang out with this girl, and we start drinking Black Velvet whiskey. Mm-hmm. So this is the first time I'd ever drank whiskey, and I'm like fully skateboarder out, long hair, bandana. I've got these like black and white striped gloves on, looking real cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're drinking, like this girl, she's handing me like shot after shot of this whiskey, and we're playing Guitar Hero and shit. We're all having a great time. We're getting really rowdy. And then I fall over, crawl over to the couch. I'm just sitting there, and I hear this pounding on the door. It's the cops, of course. The neighbors called, and Kyle stands behind the door. And eventually gets caught behind the door because the cop shuts the door. Is like, "Hey, what's up, dude?" But yeah, but they're I know the cops are there, and I'm like, just keep looking at Guitar Hero, pretend they're not there. This cop's fucking flashing a light, just like crazy in my face. I'm like, don't look at him, don't look at him. And this guy's like, yeah, this kid is gone, man. I was like, what the fuck? And so eventually I gotta fucking move. I'm like so fucked up, dude. Like I'm loose, dude, you know. So I make it.
I just realized I know what story you're telling.
Guitar Hero, don't look at him in the eye.
Yeah, they're not here for me.
Dude, I was behind the cop, like, because I was like wedged. The door wedged me in between the wall and the door. There was like a triangle shape behind the door. He shuts it. He shuts it, and that's all I see is Connor. Like everybody's staring at the cop. And Connor is in front of the TV. Look at that thing, it's so hard. It's a guitar, and then that's when the cop sees me like, hey, what's up, dude? Oh man.
So I eventually get to the front porch. The cop's like, okay, what's going on? How old are you? I'm like, I'm 17. Because I don't know why. I just thought it'd help me out if I was older. A year older. So eventually I'm just like, I can't hold it anymore. I just start puking everywhere, dude. Oh, no. Puke all over the cop's shoes. They're like, they're laughing at me hysterically. The one cop that got puked on wasn't laughing. He was kind of he was pissed about the shoes, and the girl had to clean up the shoes. But I was just like puking and shit. And they're at this point they're like fully ragging on me. They're calling me Twisted Sister. They're just laughing so hard at me. They're like, dude, we're not even like, we're just gonna call your parents, you know, and pick you guys up. But yeah, that was really embarrassing. And luckily my mom and dad had my sister stay up with me because I was so fucked up. They're like, make sure he doesn't die. So yeah, I was just like puking. I was puking for a long time that night.
Dude, the cops were giving me so much shit. They're like, how could you let your little brother get this drunk? And I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. Like, I wasn't that drunk.
Right, yeah. I drank like probably 9 or 10 shots of Black Velvet, never drinking whiskey before.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's so much.
They really gave me the guilt trip, and they made me feel like shit, man. It was so bad. But dang, it made it worth it seeing you throw up on the ground. There was like 6 cops around you in a circle. They're questioning me to the right, and I just happened to look over and see you just like blast zone all over these cops. It was so crazy. God.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that story like a week after it happened, and I was like, no way, dude. Connor threw up all over a cop.
Wild, dude. And the crazy thing is, one of those cops, I think part of the reason that we got off pretty easy is one of those cops was our pastor's son.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and we got pretty lucky there, dude. But we were kids, and what are you gonna do to us kids, you know?
Right.
But anybody else got any embarrassing stories?
Bruh, okay, I got one. When I was, oh man, I forget. I don't even know how old I was. I was a little kid, like 6 or 7. To put it in perspective, this country hit by young Billy Gilman, the song "One Voice" just came out. So, with that being in mind, my freaking church, they were like, there was a pastor's son that went there who he was super gay. Like, I mean, he was really gay. He wanted to put on like a play or whatever, like to go out on the stage in front of the church, and it wasn't really a play. What it was a freaking huge cardboard cutout of like a school bus that was leaning up against just metal chairs, and we would basically sit in the metal chairs, and then we would look like we were in the school bus, and I had to be the one that sang the fucking song. So I'm like fucking like in the back of the school bus, and I'm like singing "One Voice Was Heard."
I didn't hear the song, man. Like,
now I gotta describe the stage to you. The stage is it's mainly flat, except like once you get towards the front, there's like, I don't know, like these wide steps, you know, not like deep steps, but like wide steps. Well, my chair, the two legs were sitting right on the freaking edge of the steps. And I'm like, mid-song, one voice was, and I freaking fall over. School bus thing comes down. I fall over down the steps. The chair comes down and it hits me. Everyone in the church is just, except for my mom, who is sitting there and this is the funniest. In hindsight, it's super funny now, but I get up crying. I'm a little kid. I pick up my chair. I go sit it at the top of the stairs, and then I pick up the big cardboard cutouts. It's so big compared to me, man. It's just like, I was probably like Lincoln's age or some shit, you know? Shit. And I'm like trying to like pull this thing up the stairs as I'm crying, and everyone's just watching me, man.
Oh my god.
And I pull this up and I finally like wedge it up and I go sit back in my chair and I continue to sing the song. But I'm crying, I got tears coming down my eyes.
Man.
Oh my god.
And I didn't go to a church like your church where it was like, you know, pretty small gathering. I went to a big church where there was maybe 300 people or something like that sitting in the pews. Like pews like all in the like the bottom area or filled out, and then some in the top area.
Dang.
And and then like they carried on with regular church service after that and sent the kids to like, you know, like the kids service.
Yeah. And
then like they gave me a Snickers because they were like, that was really brave. And I was just like, and I immediately was like, I got Snickers. So I didn't care anymore after that. So I was like, it's a full size.
Yeah, you pulled it together, man.
Really good recovery.
Yeah, I mean, I want to call it a good recovery. I was sobbing, crying. My eyes were super red and tears way coming down my eyes, and I was just like, What's crazy is the guy that put on the plate, he was super gay. Billy Gilman grew up to also be, I mean, he didn't grow up to also be gay, but but he was like my age or whatever whenever he came out with that song, you know? So it was a little kid's country song that somehow became a hit, and I had to sing it in church, crashed and ate shit. So why
were you the only one that was singing?
Why was I the only one that's singing it?
I guess it is one voice. One voice.
I guess I was just
Only
a little
Jackson.
gay kid.
Yeah, I was gonna say you turned out to be super gay, right?
Yeah. He is the one voice. So okay.
My embarrassing. I've got two, but it mostly like me being embarrassed. Like my two stories are instances where I tried to play a prank on somebody, and then I realized that it wasn't that funny, and that I was just an asshole. And one of them is kind of, it's just like something I remember actually pretty fondly, where I was in middle school. I think I was in Miss Ward's class. You remember Miss Ward?
Yeah, I think so.
In middle school. And I had Emily McIlvain in that class with me. And that was like my homeroom. I think it was, sixth grade? That sounds right. Yeah. And I tried to do that thing where you like pull someone's chair out from underneath them when they go to sit down. And she fell and landed on her butt and then smacked her head against the chair.
Oh,
and she was laughing, I know, because she didn't want to make me feel bad for hurting her. But Miss Ward, dude, like lost her shit on me. She's like, you could have killed her and all this stuff. And I was just like, oh my God. But no, there was this one time in California. I went to school in Lake Elsinore, and there was this kid that was like kind of socially awkward and weird, and but we were kind of acquaintances. Like we would, holler at each other when we were walking around the campus and stuff. And I was sitting underneath. We were in last period. School was like 5 minutes about to be out, and I was sitting underneath a desk, and I could see his basketball shorts just dangling there. And I was like, I kind of want to pants this kid.
Oh man.
So I grabbed his shorts and just tugged, and I could see everything come down. And then of course, panic and pull his shorts up, and it's all funny, right? No, it's not, because apparently in PE he decided to free ball in his gym shorts, and then when he came back, all his clothes were gone. So all of his regular clothes, including his underwear, were gone. So he had to just free ball. No, he was taking a shower, and all they had was the stock generic PE clothes that the school sometimes will offer. So no underwear, no nothing. And apparently, to top it all off, he was talking to a girl that he had a crush on.
Oh my god!
So it was like a double whammy.
That was a triple whammy.
And triple whammy. And the guy like legit, once he had his pants up, picked up a chair and started like coming at me with a chair.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. So like I picked up a chair to like defend myself. And he pretty much told me that at any point he was going to beat my ass when I least expected it, unless I freeballed that day to school and he could pants me anywhere he wanted. And I was like, dude, I'll own it. Fuck it. So yeah, he pants me buck naked on the because in California it's warm, so we get to eat outside, and it was like the outside eating area. Yeah, it's great.
Maybe an exciting day. You're like, ooh,
Yeah.
I hope it's now.
He comes up to me and I'm just eating a slice of pizza, and he's like, now.
Yeah.
Now.
Like you eat all the time, like you're like in mid slice and you're just like stand up, I'm pantsing you.
No, that's not how it happened. I'm just saying it'd be funny.
Like randomly, like
Get up.
drill sergeant, good day.
I'm pretty sure it was just between class. He like caught me and did it. But like, isn't that weird though? That you're like waiting for the right time to like see this guy's dick.
Right, yeah.
You know?
Your dick.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
He's like, let me pants you. He's like standing in front of me, and I'm like, wait, you're gonna stand behind me? Or?
Let me get on my knees.
He just grabs my hips and
Oh, yeah.
That's what I said.
Look at this guy. He's touching your dick.
I can touch you.
This guy has his dick out.
Anyway, yeah.
Bo, did you have one, or you already gave one?
I can't really think of. When I
was like, you got any embarrassing stories? I can't think of it.
Never been embarrassed in my life.
Y'all normal humans get embarrassed, but I do not. Yeah, one time when Jessica and I were like, I don't know, I was probably 16, maybe 17 at most. But my mom caught us doing the old nasty, and that was super awkward, more awkward than you'd think. I don't know.
What position? What position were you in?
I don't know if that's ever happened to you guys or not.
Yeah, it happened to me and Mandy once.
Not actually in the act. Like it was like I probably had my door locked. I assume. I don't know. But then she's like banging on the door and stuff, and then so Jessica was hiding in my closet because like she didn't even know she was there. Like she wasn't supposed to be there. I don't think, or something like that. And then so yeah, she was hiding in my closet, and so like I had to get up and like I don't know if I even like had shorts on or if I just had like. I don't know what I had under or whatever, but and then she was like just asking me questions, just like, oh, what are you doing? All this kind of stuff. And then she's like, and then she saw Jessica's shoe, and she's like, whose shoe is this? And I was like, it's mine. And then she just like started freaking out, and she's like looking around for her and stuff, and she found her in the closet, and like Jessica's just like covered up, like this, like, oh my god. And then I had to end up going and sitting down with her parents. Like, I'm pretty sure my dad was there too, and it was just like the most awkward situation. I don't know if we had to drive her home, and then like the next day we had to go and talk to her parents. Like that, I don't know if you ever met her stepdad, but he's like this white trash, like hillbilly kind of guy. Like, do you have sex with my daughter? Yeah, I did, bud. Like, what do you? Yes, you know that.
High five, bro.
Yeah. That's so awkward and embarrassing.
Yes, I did. I'm not going to do it again.
Did you get that girl pregnant? That's whatever.
The baby's
Time I
mine.
dropped my seed.
Yeah, we planned it.
We wanted to get caught.
Yeah, I remember Mandy and I were like, because kind of like, you know, I don't know. We were in like, she lived in the garage of her house. It was also kind of the basement. They just kind of converted it into a living space. And her bed was on the opposite wall of the door, but she had to come down the stairs and then open the door into the garage or whatever. So we always heard her parents come down the stairs and then they would come in. But dude, her mom was like a stealthy ninja, man.
Oh, damn.
And we were just like banging it out, and she like opened the door, and I was just like a deer in the headlights. And she was just like, okay, time to go, and closed the door. So I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? And Mandy was like, it's cool, it's fine, don't worry. And I'm like freaking out, like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to think, what was going to happen.
She see your dick?
So I no, we had blankets up to like our hips, but it was obvious that we were, you know.
Okay.
But
Awesome. Were you giving her a hug from behind?
yes. Anyway, I went upstairs and like her mom was like laughing, and she's like, "You guys," and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like
Some dogs.
So I went, yeah. So I'm just like, wag my finger at her. No, so I just like go home and
Why my fingers fell in?
Just leave the condom on the counter.
just like, Kobe, if you can throw in the trash. No, and then like on the way home, like she called me and she's like, hey, my mom's, you know, obviously she wants us to leave the door open and stuff now, but she's not going to tell my dad. And I was like, oh, thank God. So I still don't know if he knows to this day that we were sponking in the basement.
Nice.
Did you have any, Kyle?
No. Did you, Connor?
I've got another one. It's talking about sex stories. This one time I had my girlfriend over at my parents' house when we lived in the trailer park. I think Kyle was still living there, maybe. But like, yeah, we were gonna do it, and I'm like, I can't lock my door, so I fucking pushed my dresser to my door, and my mom's like, Quinn, go get Connor for dinner. So of course she's trying to open my door. She's fucking like almost knocking my dresser over, trying to get into the door.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure she could see what was going on. We had blankets and all that, but yeah, it was pretty obvious at that point that it's like, yeah, they're doing it in there. So yeah, they knew at that point, but yeah. But also my parents knew that I was having sex. So they were probably like, yeah, dude.
You're sexually active.
Yeah. He's of that age.
Your mom was probably like, like your dad was probably like, fuck yeah, Connor.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Your mom's like, Quinn, go get Connor for dinner. And Quinn's like, Connor's having dinner.
Connor's having seconds in the back.
Good times, man.
All right, so it's probably the most embarrassed I've ever been, and it involved David. So,
Oh, man.
be honest with me, guys. Did you guys ever eat your boogers as a kid?
No.
I didn't. I've known kids that have.
Yeah, not that I can recall, but
Okay,
I'm definitely. Yeah.
definitely partook.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure.
Okay, so I was probably like 13, maybe 12. Like, I stopped eating burgers at a pretty late age. Either.
Good.
I might go outside for this one, man. I can't. If we're gonna talk about eating burgers, I might get the fuck out of here.
Mr. Eating ass can't take one booger.
Yeah, right.
What if that booger was in his ass?
Yeah,
Would you eat that?
Dead ass, I would eat ass before I eat that.
He's like, oh shit, are these boogers? Oh, fuck, what's in this ass? Yeah.
That's not a dingleberry. That's a booger.
I'm at least attracted to an ass.
So
Oh
I'm
my
sitting on the
God.
couch, dude, thinking I'm a fucking like a stealth assassin over there, And I do it, and David instantly goes, "Dude, did you just eat that booger?" I'm like, "Fuck, man." I've been found out. I've been ratted out. Like shit. Yeah. That was the last day I ever ate that booger, David.
Dude, you know,
Thanks, man.
speaking of eating boogers, and I did not eat a booger in this instance, but when I was in basic training, we went to like the gas chamber. I think it was gas chamber day, maybe, or it was like a warm up training exercise for that. And I was sitting there picking my nose while the drill sergeants were walking around talking and stuff. So I had to get it out, man. And I was all done, and then I'm bored, so I'm like looking at my nail, looking for hangnails to kind of munch on, and I found a hangnail that just happened to be on the same finger, but I don't care, so I'm going after this hangnail.
That wasn't no hangnail, Dave.
And this drill sergeant stops and like walks up to me in the middle of the lecture deal in front of everybody, and he was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? You are nasty, Private. You are nasty." And then just walked off. And I was like, "Oh man, this guy thinks I was eating my boogers." Like,
Are you fucking kidding me?
yeah. I caught you, Kyle.
I
caught you.
I got a quick one. I remember when it's like the first year of like wrestling, you know, and it's like the youngest that you can do it, you know. So I was like a little kid. But I remember, like, I had to, like, take off, like, whatever clothes I was wearing to put on, like, my wrestling outfit, my leotard, whatever you call it. And, like, as I was, like, getting undressed, I was like, all right, shoes, pants, shirt. Next logical thing is, all right, put on the gear you need to. Except my brain was just spaced. And I was like, socks, underwear. And then I like, had underwear off for like maybe 5 seconds, and I was like, "What am I doing?" I just completely spaced. I was like, "I'm not at home." But the funny thing about that was Coach Phillips.
Oh really? Gosh.
Coach Phillips, he was walking by as I was doing that, and I was like mid pulling up underwear. And I look up, and he was like walking by, and he just looks at me, and he's like, he just like looks at me, and then just smirks and slaps and keeps walking away.
Oh my god.
Shakes his head at me. He's like, this fucking kid.
There's those kids that pull down all their pants and all their underwear at the toilet, man.
Oh my god.
I was not that kid that did that. I definitely want to do it as an adult though. Just do a fucking lap. I've always wanted to go to any one of those fucking places that have like the full down toilets, like, you know, and just all the way down, lift the shirt up,
All the way up to your chin.
I want to hold up to like my chin. I would probably like hold it up to here, you know. I hold it really high, and then
Like this ghost.
Pull the front of your shirt up over your head behind your neck.
I was like, "Hey, man, what's going on?" Look at this.
Jackson's bony little ass. Oh my god.
All right, so let's move into the last topic.
Oh, is this it?
This is Jackson's rap.
Okay.
So before we get started with that, I'm gonna play just one little placeholder here, just to get the mood started.
Get the mood started.
Yep. So John Herbert from last week's episode, he sent me a couple, one more of those that I wanted to play for you guys just to set the scene. Okay.
Yeah, on the west coast of no strip bus, yeah, and your nose up bitches wanna cruise, and they'll leave him bad and bruise, damn bruise, damn bruise, damn bruise, damn bruise. Yeah, on the west coast of no strip bus, yeah, and your nose up bitches wanna cruise, and they'll leave him bad and bruise, damn bruise, damn bruise, damn bruise, damn bruise. Yeah, yeah. I'm the West Coast of Nostra. Bust you in your nose. Bitches wanna cruise. End up leaving battered and bruised. Damn, the man hanging with his bro Jonathan. We hit him with the beam, pan. Had the ass flying like Peter Pan. Yeah. I'm the West Coast of Nostra. Bust you in your nose. Bitches wanna cruise. End up leaving battered and bruised. Damn, the man hanging with his bro Jonathan. We hit him with the beam, pan. Had the ass flying like Peter Pan. Yeah. I'm the West Coast of Nostra. Bust you in your nose. Bitches wanna cruise. End up leaving battered and bruised. Damn. Yeah. I'm the West Coast of Nostra. Bust you in your nose. Bitches wanna cruise. End up leaving battered and bruised. Damn. Yeah. I'm the West Coast of Nostra. Bust you in your nose. Bitches wanna cruise. End up leaving battered and bruised. Damn, the man hanging with his bro Jonathan. We hit him with the beam, pan. Had the ass flying like Peter.
Bing, pap.
All right, thank you, John, for that.
Hit it, Jack.
All right, you guys ready? Are you ready?
I was born ready.
It's not super long or anything, but
I've been ready for a week.
All right.
Do you want a beat? Do you want anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Like, hey, yo, my name is Jack, and that's a fact. I got a big nose and a dick to match. Tall, but not a lot of mass. Skinny bean pole with a Hank Hill ass. Still big enough to take a nose dive in the pit until the age of 10. Hated taking shits, don't give a shit. Call me the chosen, the Quizzack Zatterjack. Too fast, too furious, I'll take my cutter back. I bellow out this rap with the royal cleft. Someday we'll have ads, maybe UNICEF. My motto is eat ass. Don't mean to eat ass. I think I might pass. My gag reflex comes up really fast. Pussy got gas. Gonna catch my homies on the podcast.
That was good.
Okay, that's it.
Pretty good.
That was awesome,
Pretty good.
Jack. That was worth the wait. Mm-hmm. All right, so
Big nose at his dick to match.
Pretty good.
all right, Jack. So we've made some extra raps.
You made extra raps.
Me, Connor, and David made some extra raps.
Oh shit.
Some Jack raps.
Some Jack raps.
You made Jack raps?
These are.
I already ate mild myself, so you get, what are you gonna do?
So we're gonna do a mild roast of you, okay?
All right.
This is a rap for
Very mild roast.
Very
Very mild roast.
All right, who wants to start us off?
I'm ready, but Connor looks ready too.
I'm ready, but I haven't practiced this at all, so it might not be
right.
good. So
Do you want me to
let
go
me-
first, or are you gonna go first?
I'll jump.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't name this, but here we go. Love you, Jack. Jack forgot his rat back in his rack because he was cracked. He said his nephew woke him up, but woke is what he lacked. I told him put that kid up on his roof till after nap, but Jack's balls is too small that he couldn't follow through and took a cat nap. That's okay, we forgave him. We kept him up late. Every single Saturday, it seems we doing raids. Vow, Deepstone, and Vaulted Glass too. It's almost too much for the guy to handle. Me too. When midnight rolls around, you're guaranteed to hear a groan. Jackie boy needs his beauty sleep. Throw the guy a bone. I'm pissed. I'm done. My mind is cranked. Someone tell me what to do with this fucking stank. We hear you, Jack, loud and clear. It's not our fault. Mythoclast is right there, waiting at the end of the vault. You'll get your beauty sleep when we're good and done. Until then, sit your ass down and kill this boss with a... Oh, God. Until then, sit your ass down and kill this boss with us, son. Nah, you know we love you with your Robbie-looking ass face. We just want you around and up in our space. Without Jack, crashing with friends just ain't the same. So next time, wake up on time or we'll put your ass to shame.
pretty good.
I liked it.
Okay, mine's called Jack Attack by Warm Velvet. It's a Jack attack. Don't step on him or you might get smacked.
Damn.
Jackson, you think you're all that, but listen up, because I'm the Big Mac. You need to speak up a little louder, because I'll eat your ass up like it's a quarter pounder. His name is Jackson and he likes to spit. He stays up too long, he'll throw a fit. They used to call him Sick Boy. You mess with him and he will destroy. I'm a mean green humping machine. I'll slip your mom some lean and jump on her like I used to your trampoline. I used to drink your chocolate milk. Now I'm laying with your mom on that fine silk. Cause what am I doing tonight? Jackson's mom. What are we playing tonight? Jackson's mom. What are we doing tonight? Jackson's mom.
Jackson's mom.
Now, Jack, you know I love you. I went so hard, I just want to hold you. But you know I hit it so good. Your mom absconded. Don't take it too hard, or you'll be most wanted. Wanted. That was a Jack attack.
That was
Also, I want to give credit to John Hilbert.
I felt like that was more like a rap battle. David's felt like a love letter a bit. Yours was like, I'm in your face, mama.
A love letter.
See, if I would have known this, I would have wrote mine for you, Kyle.
That's why we didn't tell you.
Alright, I don't have a name for mine, but hopefully this goes good. So. Alright, Jack's a helpful fellow, but I only feed him Jell-O. He likes his coffee blacker, and you know that he's a snacker. Little baby Jacker, he be selling all them stackers. And if you lookin', he's your cracker. He's really got away with kitties, and he'll pay your mom to see them titties. He's sometimes even kinda witty, but he's just a cracker looking shitty. He's got a lot of gas, and his balls are made of glass. Just to get a little grass, he'll be down to suck some ass.
Can I see that real quick? I gotta clarify something. Thank God. You wrote kitties, Kitties.
Cats, not children. Cats.
Oh my god.
I had to clarify that. I was like, what the fuck do you mean by kitties?
Dude, say the last two lines of yours again, Connor.
He's got a lot of gas, and his balls are made of glass. Just to get a little grass, he'll be down to suck some ass.
That's so awesome.
We're just joking.
We love you, dude.
Is it over? Was that it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I wrote most of this like before.
Oh
we started
my god,
today.
dude. No, I wasn't saying it was short. I just you're acting like there was more, so I didn't know if.
No.
Oh man, that was gold.
Oh, Jack, we love you. Ready?
Yeah, we like you, Jack, quite a bit.
Like, as I was telling Connor the other day, as I was doing this, like I kind of stopped rapping it, and then I was just like, "So big, nigga, so big enough to take a nose diving," and stuff like that. To the age of 10, into shit. I was like, just doing all different versions of it instead of rap.
All right, let's move into Yo Dude. Check this out. Who wants to start?
I guess I'll go first. I guess if like you're like, I don't know, if you don't like rock music or if you're not like a musician, you probably won't care about this. But have any of you guys seen like Steve Vai's new guitar, the Hydra? Mm-mm. This thing is a freaking like it's ridiculous looking. It's got 3 necks. It's got like a bass where like half of the bass is fretted and then not like the other half is like not. Huh. And then he's got like I think it's like a 12 string, and then he's got a regular, I think a 7 string or something like that. I'm trying to see if I can pull it up. Steve Vai Hydra.
Teeth of the Hydra.
Yeah.
Jeez, dude, look at that.
But it also has.
Damn.
Let me see.
It also has like a harp attached to it, and all this like just random freaking gadgets on it. And he created the guitar like with the idea is like, I gotta create one song that doesn't go on loop pedals or anything like that, but creates one full cohesive song with this instrument. And just like, I mean, I tell you, it's like a guitar with like 3 necks and then like a harp attached to it and like a couple other like MIDI controllers and stuff like that and stuff like. But yeah, man, just looking at it, the thing is a piece of art.
So sick. Does it say how heavy it is? Because that thing looks crazy.
I watched a video on it like the other night. I'm trying to see if I can actually find how like heavy it is. But like here's like the specs on it. It's a 1 body, 2 headstocks, and 3 necks that encompasses both a 7 and 12 string guitar, a 4-string 3/4 scale like length bass, 13 string sympathetic harps or whatever, half fretless necks, a single coil humbucking piezo, MIDI and sustainer pickups, floating and hardtail tremolo bridges, face splitters, like there's like so much shit that went into this guitar.
So wild.
Like I remember seeing this guitar and like thinking like, dude, there's no way that he can make anything sound good on that. Lo enough and behold, he put out a video and it's pretty freaking wild, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, Steve
That's
Vai.
insane.
It's so good.
I kind of have a love for like people that will play gimmicky guitars like that. Like Steve Vai, I love. Like he's just a great guitar player in general, you know. But I also like Michelangelo Badio.
Yeah.
Who's like known for like doing the double necks that he plays like this.
Yeah.
Didn't he make one with 4 at one point? It was like an X.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh, jeez.
I posted a video in Discord the other day of like I forget the name of the YouTuber, but he went over to his house and as soon as he walks into the living room, it's nothing but guitars.
Damn.
It's just guitars everywhere. And that guitar you're talking about, the one that had the 4, the lower half of it got stolen on a tour somewhere. So
Oh my god.
he only has the top half of that, so he doesn't have the lower thing that makes it look like an X.
Damn.
Jeez.
We got the lower half, guys. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, I would love to try one of those guitars, man, because those things look fun.
So, yo, dude, check this out. There is this new software that is not out yet, but it's going to be out soon. It's called DAL E2. And pretty much what it is, it's an AI program that you can type in any type of, like, drawing you could think of. Like, say, like one of the examples on the video that I watched is, like, astronaut on a horse on the moon. And it draws it in like 6 or 7 different ways of this astronaut on this horse, in different art styles and all these different just ways, and it's just crazy. With this technology, dude, you're gonna be able to do anything with it. Like it's gonna be such a game changer, man.
Isn't this the thing that you shared in Discord the other day?
Yeah.
I didn't watch that.
There's gonna be no more need for stock photos. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna have like. There's not gonna be these giant GitHubs of photos that people have to pay money for.
Oh my
and stuff.
gosh, dude.
I mean, if you have the software, I mean, you could seriously just type in whatever you want, and boom, you have a cover photo for whatever you're trying to make it.
How long until that gets turned into like a tattoo software where pretty much
my God.
Starship Troopers, that kind of style where you just type in what kind of tattoo you want and it just lasers it.
I think that kind of tattooing is already starting to become real.
Sure, that dolly stuff would make it even better too.
Right.
know?
But man, it's gonna make it to where a lot of like different marketing type firm jobs where art is required is gonna make it obsolete. I mean, certain specific stuff you're gonna have to still probably have an artist, but
Right.
a lot of that guessing work is gone. You know.
Yeah, it was pretty wild, like to see them type in just the most random things that they could think of, and it would come back with 10 different images. But it was also cool, like to see like how it actually worked, because I'm trying to think of like the example that he used, but there was one example that whenever he looked it up, it came back with a lot more cartoonish looking stuff, and it was because most of the images online of what he was typing in were mostly made in like a cartoon like way. So it's going to pull whatever it sees most of from the internet and try to draw something from that.
Oh.
Yep. Just blend all these different types in together. It's kind of like the same thing they do for the deep fakes and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, but it is wild, like just how detailed it got with like some of the stuff, man. like one of them was like a dinosaur performing surgery on a grape, and like it literally made a cartoon rendering of freaking a little dinosaur with some scissors, like trying to cut grapes.
Dang.
And like 7 or 8 different art styles of it.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
One of the things
stuff.
they did mention in it, though, is that you can't put like people's names in it because it doesn't render or it doesn't take in photos from like celebrities or politicians, anything like that. And there was another thing. Yeah, it also will not like take photos of violence. So like guns and like the reason why it was not like a knife that he was cutting the grape with and it was scissors instead is because it probably took knives as violence. Mm-hmm. So
interesting.
Who's next?
Yo, dude, check this out. Apparently, Stranger Things was actually inspired by a series of 70s and 80s experiments known as the Montauk Project. And these were done in Long Island, and they involved stealing children from the area and breaking them psychologically so they could open their minds to psionic influence. And there was a guy that wrote a book, because he recalled through hypnotherapy his time as a subject during the Montauk Project, and it details how him and other Montauk boys were able to jump through time and space and other dimensions, summon things out of thin air, and even open portals. The project was allegedly shut down when one of the boys summoned a monster from another dimension. This is all alleged, by the way. This is not like it's kind of a conspiracy thing. But the interesting thing is, the people who ran the Montauk Project were inspired by Nikolai Tesla's attempts during World War II to turn battleships invisible to avoid Nazi radars in World War II. And one guy apparently said it worked, but instead of turning the ship invisible, it sent him through time to 1980s Montauk. So they think, yeah, there's like these 40-year gap tying conspiracy. But
Well, I'd love to know if it was true, man.
yeah,
This stuff is crazy.
apparently they were going to film Stranger Things in Long Island too, but they realized it'd be like too cold during the winter and stuff to film. So super cool.
Yo, dude, check this out. Daredevil's getting another sequel series on Disney Plus.
Oh, really?
as well it should.
Yeah, he's a good lawyer.
Then, this other thing I have. Scorpions, during courtship, the male and female grasp each other's pincers and dance while he tries to move her into his sperm packet.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty hot. And I guess all known species of scorpions give live birth, and the female cares for the young as their exoskeleton hardens by transporting them on their back, or on her back.
Where does he put his sperm packet?
Yeah. It is.
I'll show you.
How many packets does he have? One sperm packet?
His shirt pocket.
Yeah, because if you put like 7 sperm packets out all over the ground, she's bound to step on one, right?
Right, yeah.
Just cover it. That's awesome. Huh.
I could see a bunch of like redneck people all hanging out around it like, all right, which sperm packet is going to get it?
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that.
Sperm packet bingo. What?
Okay, yesterday I was on the way to work. I am driving down this one street right before I get to work. I happen to see like 7 or 8 people outside. Like this house had like a big backyard, and I could tell that the grass had grown up pretty high, and they had like a circular pit in the middle. And this, mind you, this is 5:55 in the morning. So I'm driving by it. I see 2 people in the middle of this pit wrestling without shirts on. And there's like probably 3 or 4 guys outside of the pit. And they looked like they were getting into it, maybe placing bets, something. There was 2 or 3 girls vaping right outside of where they were all standing. And yeah, dude, 5:55 in the morning, perfect time to wrestle. But it was just like, wow, I cannot believe I'm seeing this right now.
Weird, dude.
That's legit.
Yeah.
Early morning fight club.
Early morning fight club. Yeah, that's what I was like, wow, you could tell these are, they'd been doing something. You know,
That's super cool.
yep,
Uppercuts?
maybe.
We need to find more information out about this.
Yep.
Might be hard. I wonder if it's in
Yeah, we're seasoned Fight Club veterans, all
I
of
mean,
us.
Still never told that story.
I assume they move
Literally.
around, you know. I bet it's not the same overgrown yard every week that we're wrestling in, but I don't know.
Right. Maybe it's like a traveling circuit. Maybe they just showed up there like, hey,
Yeah, I
it's
can
your
find all
crew
the
versus
venues.
my crew.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So, dude, check this out. An Idaho man walks 206 feet with running chainsaw on his chin to promote science. Well, obviously, to promote. I mean, you know.
Yeah, what else
So I
would he be
guess,
doing?
he had like a running chainsaw and he was just balancing it on his chin and walked 206 feet.
He did that to promote science.
To promote, STEM. Yeah, so it's like, I'm not sure exactly how he was promoting that, whatever, but I guess there was a previous record, but it's only like, I didn't write it down, but I want to say it was only like 35 feet or something like that. Something pretty weak, and he's like, pfft,
And he
I can
walked
do
200?
this.
Dang.
Was he using like the rotation of the chainsaw to somehow get a trick going?
Was there something scientific going on to where he was like, I can go kilometers with this shit?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
This, Oh, you're saying it was like a study? Like, yeah, we learned a lot from this data. Yeah.
Wait, but like, doesn't a running chainsaw not move until you pull the trigger, or is it moving slowly?
Yeah, was it
Like,
just,
did he have
was it
the
on?
trigger-
Was
the-
it just
the
on, or
trigger?
was it running?
That's a good question. It didn't really say.
'Cause it-
Or,
no
I mean,
balls
probably didn't
if it
know
wasn't
you would've read it,
spinning.
But I don't know. I mean, it just said running, so I don't
He
know.
probably had
it
it
was-
rigged up to where it just ran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty weak, though, if it was just. I mean, it's got to be doing something. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
Or else, I mean, is this even really a record?
That would be horrifying or terrifying to like.
Flips and cuts you in half.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you guys for watching this episode of Crashing with Friends and listening. And I think that's going to be it, guys.
Alrighty, sounds good.
Ta-ta.
Later.
All right.
Peace.
See you guys all next week.
We're
Bye.
out of here.
Bye.
Johnny is left the building.
Crashing with Friends.
Podcast.